parents who love their son and miss him.
And I had to learn specific meditative practices to silence my mind.
Just because he had the best personality, and just the way that he handled a lot of situations.
There's no one thing. There's the person he was.
And not a day went by where if I lay down for something and he was going to go work out, he'd come by and kiss me on the head or on the cheek and say, "Mom, I love you."
Like growing up, I always thought Colin was cool.
He was an average kid with an extraordinary heart. And he was a lifesaver. He saved people's lives, and he never bragged about it. Never told us about it. Colin died in an auto accident. He was the driver, and his seatbelt, although buckled, failed. My son's passenger came without a scratch. His seatbelt worked. As personal as it's been for us, it's been awesome that people have responded to the idea, and that something that is important to us, that is, no one else lose a child, if you can help it, is something we can actually translate into maybe some healing for us. We had a lot of friends step up and gave us encouragement and gave us hugs, and we're just there. And that saved our lives. So we already had our lives saved at a time where we could have just chucked it.
Right now we're trying to create awareness through our website. We've had people all over the world contact us and show an interest in what we're trying to do, supporting our cause.
And there are so many situations that you kids find themselves in that they can relate to right now. You know, that what happened last weekend at a party or at someone's house or whatever you did. And you could go back and, you know, kids can reflect and say, "Man, I should have."
Kids every day don't realize they're empowered by their courage. If you do it, it's just a miracle, and you feel good about it. When you lose somebody like this, you become very fearless. It's something I never anticipated happening. But I'm going to tell you what I think. And if you're a friend of my son's and I love you, I'll tell you I love you. If I think you're being a fool, I'll say, "Come here. You're being a fool." And you can hate me for telling you that. You can feel uncomfortable, but you're going to hear it. And either you're going to act upon it or you won't.
Our whole thing is moral courage. Moral courage to me is going out of your way to do something that you know is right, even though you risk maybe people thinking differently of you. Being a social outcast. We believe that the simple act of moral courage can save a life. It doesn't have to be anything huge like jumping in front of a moving vehicle to push someone out of the way. You know, those big things that we think of.
But I think we're in the mode of keeping it simple, because people won't learn unless you tell them a story. If you look at Susan G. Komen in the race, they run for Aunt Millie, who died of cancer. They run for their mother, who's their survivor. We need people to run for Colin Fahrenkamp. You can talk and talk and talk, and to many kids it's so much word vomit. But the ones who say, I'm going to step up because of my friend Colin, and now he and I have the courage to do it, well, fine, use him. Use whoever you can to have that courage. But we want that first step. After that's easy. Courage is really a simple thing once you start.
I'm looking at things differently and looking at each person that I meet a little differently and trying to find the really good things about them and focusing more on that. Because I used to be the kind of person that would, oh, this person drives me crazy, this drives me nuts, oh, why are they doing this? And now taking a step back and just paying a little closer attention to people.